What's up, everybody? I'm a little early on the show, but guess what? Let's crank it up anyway. H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. I had a quick change of outfit and a little different right now, but what's happening, man? I missed y'all yesterday. Let me see if I got any email. Let me click on my email. If I got anybody, email me at chopshophtx@gmail.com. No, they didn't. So guess what? I ain't got to worry about that. So let me get back to there. What's today? Baby Friday. It's Chop Shop's not aired on Friday, so we affectionately call this day Baby Friday. And let me tell you something. It's going. Y'all know when I take a day off. I tell you what. I got to catch up today because I had so much stuff to give y'all and share with y'all today. Uh, I know I ain't gonna be able to get it all today. I hope I can. But next week, because I got so much, I went through a lot of my notes that I haven't had a chance to share with y'all. A lot of videos that I want. So we gonna get to it right away. Let's see what. Let me check. Let me check. Oh, y'all need to share this. I know we're a little early. See, y'all ain't used to being early. I gave you a minute. I gave you a minute early. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I wasn't trying to. I pushed the button too quick. I wasn't ready. I just pushed the button too quick. I must admit to that. And it was so funny. I got a call from a friend of mine. His mom watches the show, and and she didn't see the show. She just heard it on the computer, and she said, "That show don't sound like the usual guy that be on there. That don't sound like Robert today. He's a little more subdued today." But yesterday, as you know, Jimmy did the show, but it had me laughing all over the place. That a friend of mine's mother that he takes care of, elderly woman. She's just so glad for her to be watching the show. Thank you so much. You make my day. We um, you know, him having to have his mom around him at this point in his life is amazing. Mine's gone on to be with the Lord, so it's just a unique to have your mom, to have that vast of she done lived through so much, and have a walking encyclopedia. All you gotta do is ask some questions, and I would love to be able to have that. But hey, guess what? That's why when I meet people that are more mature than me, I always just sit and talk and just sit and listen. Wait a minute, sit and listen to what they have to say. Let me see who we got. We are on Facebook on my starting five. Let me shout them out right now. That is Moody, Mate Cora, Coach Leah, Patrick Punch. Then we got Jeremy Davis, the Panther Network, Corey Willis, Sterling Creeks, D. Holcomb, and Rod Wells. So let me tell you something. I'm gonna get to it. I ain't waiting on nobody. I know I'm a little early. I know y'all, it was late yesterday. So I try to say, y'all got to understand, I was trying to give you a little bit of, get the, hey, Coach Leah. But I got some unique thing I want to talk about. And I wish a lot of people were on here right now. But share the show, everybody. If everybody shared the show, if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. I keep forgetting to tell y'all to share the show. So somebody need to so proud of you. Can't wait to have you as my featured guest, guys. Okay, we trying to figure it out. We trying to figure out, Coach Leah. I ain't gonna tell you, Coach Leah, when I get off this show, if you don't call me back again, tell me you can't text me. You better text me again, cause I ain't gonna. I forget, cause I'm going off into a whole nother world. And I, like yesterday, perfect example. Yesterday, I was not able to be on the show yesterday, Women Rock Wednesday. I love Women Rock Wednesday, but I was at this event yesterday. Unique event. I've never been there before. It was the Touchdown Club of Houston sponsors the 21st annual Labor Day Classic Luncheon. I was invited. I'd never been. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I love it. I might have to put on my glasses. Today, Keith Liggins in the building. I see you, Dale Grigg. Dale Grigg, I went to an event yesterday, Texas Southern University and Prairie View A&M. They're lunching. The coaches get up and first of all, who started first? The new. Hold on. Let me. I got to call that lady by her name because she a bad. Tamika LeGrand. She is the new president at Prairie View A&M. I was impressed with her. I was really impressed with her. I hope I probably get a chance to meet her at the game, but I was thoroughly impressed with her. Tamika LeGrand becomes the ninth president of Prairie View A&M. The ninth. That's all it's been is nine presidents. Look up her bio. I was impressed. I was impressed by her, but I'm also impressed by Mary Evans Saez, the TSU Board of Regents and interim president. These people, they wowed me yesterday. They got me. Shout out to the Nate Griffin, who was the master of ceremony. It was just unbelievable. Andre Walker, he was there. He's a member of the Touchdown Club, and French's Chicken, A Rocket Moving and Storage, and these the people who sponsored this event. I was just impressed, man. The presidents got up and talked. Let's see who went first. The presidents got up and talked. Then the AD for let me see, I gotta find his name because he's new. Anton Golf. He's the new AD at Prairie View. He got up and spoke. He got to talking a little smack, and then Kevin Granger got up there and just smacked him on off the stage. And shout out to James Matthew Douglas. They gave him an award. He gave him the Rod Page Award for education. This man, oh my God. Look at his bio. Oh my God. You see what I'm talking about when I talk about maximizing your dash. Maximizing your dash. Your dash is that dash in between when you were born until you pass away. This man here maximized his dash. Y'all, we got a lot of work to do. Let's maximize our dash. Let's maximize the things we do. We don't want nobody. Well, Eric Boone, he born here and he died. No, let's get some of this, y'all, in our life. Let's get some. And the presidents. They had the same thing for the two presidents. I just was impressed, and I got a newfound respect for hey Mark Edwards. I got a newfound respect for universities, and Brian Boatwright, I got a newfound respect for universities. And just watching the inner workings of just the basketball excuse me, the sports program, because I happen to be, you know, part of the TSU staff, um, and I call the games, the basketball games for the men and the women. But I just see so much other stuff. I tell y'all, when I go up to the school sometime, I see the fueling station. Yes, been I think it started last year. The fueling station where the kids can come in at any time. As student athletes can come in at certain times. They open, I think, early in the morning, then in the evening, an afternoon or something. The kids can come in and load up on nutritional snacks and stuff like that. Man, Kevin Granger fought hard to get the funds to furnish that stuff. It's expensive to keep that going. So if anybody ever think about sometime you want to donate some money to TSU, donate to the fueling stations. Unbelievable, them kids. And then just me being up there a couple of times and watching Kevin do it. Every student athlete come through there, so we put our hands on them, speak to them, talk to them. I mean, it's unbelievable, the fueling station. Then I think about they got their batting cage. The baseball players can come in at any time and you know come in and get their batting practice all times of night. And then Coach Sankel got the golf simulator where the kids can come in and practice on their golf. Even if it's 100-degree weather, we can get practice. And they got the golf simulator. It can simulate any courses that all over the world where they're going to play next. So that's a unique thing. But I was just thinking about getting ready for the Labor Day Classic. I mean, historic Labor Day Classic. I didn't, y'all got to understand, it's a lot of this stuff I didn't know. I didn't know that TSU had lost 8 years in a row. I don't think about this stuff. And I didn't know prior to that, TSU had won 11 years in a row. And then I was just thinking about student athletes at TSU, two student athletes. I think the baseball player and the golfer and a volleyball player. It might have it. I got their name somewhere, but they were the valedictorians and the salutatorian of the school. Student athletes. Kevin, give me the name of the valedictorian and the student athlete. I talked, but put the names on the screen for me. It's just amazing the things that they got going on at TSU. Then I watched the staff. See, all we do is show up at the game, right? So they got a big game come Saturday, right? Big game at Shell Station. But don't you know the volleyball team got a game today? The volleyball, wait a minute, a game tomorrow? I think today. Wait a minute. Yeah, tomorrow. And then the volleyball team got a game on Saturday, that day before the game, big game. So that support staff, Stefan and Kevin, Kevin Allen, and the rest of that crew around there, Sheila, Frank, and I don't know everybody named Larry, Isaiah, Lonzo. All of these people are behind the scenes. So when you can just walk your butt up in there in the game and see, and I didn't realize how important a support staff was until I started going on the road calling these games. When I get to the game, their Ethernet not working because we have to be connected to the Ethernet, and then they happy ass time about putting up our Ethernet so we can connect back to you here in Houston. You sitting there waiting on the game to be called. And you probably think, well, no, the people, they get your stuff right. If you know it's a game day, that's what TSU does. And TSU, I've been around the SWAC. TSU treat the visiting media better than anybody. They feed them. They got a nice place to be. They make sure everything. Let me tell you something. I'm telling it on them, y'all. Every place ain't like that. Alabama A&M, I think, was the only person that brought us anything. They brought us some Chick-fil-A. They the only person that brought us anything. Y'all need to step your game up on the road there, player. It ain't but two visiting team media. You can't have set a bottle of water back for them somewhere. I mean, some don't even give you a bottle of water. So we uh Mark Edwards said, "How did you are so right? My oldest boy is a student athlete at HBCU, and the fueling station and other ministries are much needed. Yes, donate it. No doubt. I promise you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Uh, but Mark, if I don't say this, who says this? You know, I know what they go. They got the TSU and got a new weight room just for the young student athletes, man. And it is just amazing that we don't see the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. You know, we just show up to the games and just complain, and we just show. But there's some people working hard. I wish I knew all of the names and making sure. We got Ryan McGinty. He's a SID director, sports information director. He got 16 teams that he's responsible for. So when you get the media guys, when you go online and see who's on the teams and all that, that department makes sure they furnish that for you. You know, Alonzo Giles, every time the coaches need a film, the film watch, he filming every game, football and basketball. Did y'all know do y'all know that TSU have a bowling team? They got a bowling team. But if you had came to Fan Fest, you'd have got a chance to meet them because all 16 teams were represented there. You know, so it's somebody told me, Robert, you talking about HBCU, you talk about TSU coach, you work with them. I said, if you go look at my track record, if you watched the show for long ago, I used to get in arguments with guys on the show because I supported HBCUs. Chris Walker, I used to argue with him every day about HBCUs a long time ago. I planted that seed long, 6, 7 years ago. And now I'm in a position that I'm Derek Johnson. Hello. I'm in a position now that I can sit here and impact some of these kids' lives that I never would have otherwise had a chance to meet. You know what I'm saying? And it's fun when I go and to the event yesterday in the men's basketball, because I called it, and the women basketball players, they come over and say, "Hey, Mr. Hat, how you doing?" It's just Coach Skeet. She was at the luncheon yesterday. Her and one of her assistants was there, and this stuff it's amazing, man. I'm just telling you, it's amazing what they're doing to our young kids. Y'all, they done already told you they don't want our kids in them other schools. Affirmative action, they're gonna figure out a way to keep them out of there. So guess what? We got to make sure our HBCUs are stronger and better, because our kids gonna start coming back home. Okay. What's up, Derek? How you doing, man? Let's see what else. I think and Derek, I was no, I ain't gonna do it today. I do it another day. But let's see where I wanted to go today. Um, you know, I saw some stuff yesterday. Okay? I wasn't here on Women Rock Wednesday, right? But I saw a survey. Uh, can y'all help me share the show? Because I'm gonna need some help on this one. I saw a survey. What is the biggest issue that WNBA teams have with their league? I'll wait. Well, I'm gonna talk about women's sports for about a few minutes. So y'all hold on a second. Mm. ESPN had a survey. What is the biggest issue the the WNBA players have with their league? Let's take a guess. Take a guess. Ain't no wrong answers. Take a guess. I had to guess. That's why I want y'all to guess. Talk to me. They polled 34 top players in the league, WNBA. And I just want one person, somebody to say something. Are y'all there? Can y'all hear me? Share the show. Well, share the show. If y'all don't want to say something, share the show somebody so somebody else can do it. Share the show, everybody, because this I want to break something down. I want to break something down. Nobody? Mark, you ain't got nothing to say about it? Kevin Allen, you ain't got nothing to say about it? King Sticks, you ain't got nothing to say? Josephine, Brian Boatwright, you ain't got nothing to say? Keith Liggins, you ain't got nothing to say? Eric Boone, you ain't got nothing. Coach Leah, I can't believe you ain't got nothing to say. Patrick Punch, I know you got something to say. Monte, you ain't got. You ain't got nothing to say. I'm calling Corey Willis. Dad Mooney, you ain't got nothing to say. Okay. Oh, y'all okay. Attendance? No. That wasn't one of them. I don't think they didn't say nothing about attendance. Problems with their pay? Jason Peters, yes. That's one. Viewership, that's a good one, Derek. It's a good one. Money or traveling, that's a good one. That's a great one. Either promotions or marketing, that's a good one. Respect for the work they do, giving a good time slot view. Absolutely. I got you, Monte. It just popped up. I'm sorry. Blowouts, way too. No, that ain't what they mad at. They ain't where. Mike, Mike and Joe, I think you just be saying stuff just to be saying. Blowouts, way too often their game ends in blowout. How can they have an issue with that? Shit, they the last one to get blown out. I said the players, maybe you missed it. I said, tell me what the biggest issue the players have with their league. And this man said too many blowout. How you stop a blowout? Money, that's good. I said money. I know, I got you. Monte, I got you. Let me put you up on the screen. So she said, I said money. Let me put her on the screen because I got to put her. This, Michael talking about the black. This what Aaron said. I'm just putting it up there so everybody can see. Derek said viewership. Who is that? Oh, Jason Peters. Let me find a spot for Jason Peters. See, I'm putting it up there. Michael Jordan attendance. That was what can they do about that? What can they do about that? Y'all funny. He should. Chop Shop Arizona. What's up? I'm still recovering from hanging out with man. I left you alone, man. You had enough. Kevin Allen, Nora Rodriguez, softball and golf. Okay, I got him back. Softball. Nora Rodriguez was the valedictorian, and Devins Chata, he was the salutatorian. He was a golfer. I'm talking about earlier TSU student athletes who were the valedictorian at their schools. Let me tell you something. Y'all, somebody go all over America, go to Google and find out who else, what other college that has happened at. Not enough team. I like that. I like that, Avery. I like that. What you think about the 6 foot black tennis player? I love Eubanks. I love Eubanks. Went to Georgia Tech. I love Eubanks. They probably would make more money if most of the league wasn't so masculine. I have a problem with that. I respect what you said, but is that why you don't watch it? Because the league is too masculine? Do you think that's the reason? I just don't think so. Jason Peters. Y'all see how nice I am today? Y'all know I want to get Jason. But I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute. Is Paul Miranda here? Because I haven't seen him say anything. So, but Kevin Fraban, I just asked the question. ESPN had a survey. What's the biggest issue that WNBA players have with their league? And they were Patrick Punt. Why are you laughing? What's up? Oh, Paul Miranda, you're gonna love today. Parity in the league, talent isn't balanced. Most teams that ain't nothing. Let me tell y'all. Nora is going to medical school. Devance is going into the business, real estate, opening his own business. That's good. Oh, okay, Jason. Okay. But let me tell you what I found. It was 34 players that were polled, right? 2 players said roster spots. 2 other players said visibility. Two players said two players said security, but I didn't understand what they mean by financial security or security for the team. I didn't. And then seven others, including three, said solid salary structure, a better salary structure. But 18 of the players, y'all, you remember they didn't poll with 34. 18 players said travel. They said travel. Yes, yes, y'all got it right. Y'all, a lot of y'all got it right. A lot of y'all got it right. Uh, did y'all get it? I'm gonna tell you. Two players said roster spots. Two players said visibility. So some of y'all said that. Two players said security, but I didn't know what they meant by financial security or security in the teams or not. Then seven players, they call it others. They said others. Seven players and three other and three. These three is if in the seven said they were talking about salary structure, but 18 y'all, 52% said travel. So making more money is not important. Mark, Jason, Jason, Jason. Jason, y'all know I've been taking up for them women, right? But Jason, this right here make me think. Clarify this situation right here, man. What you mean by that? I went off talking to Dee Dee for a few of her NBA players, and they said before they wanted to do more. I went off talking to Dee Dee and a few of her, and I don't understand what you mean. They wanted to do more. I don't understand that one. You got to clear that one for me. It's early in the aspects of years. 20 NBA wasn't what it was. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But the player, now my problem is this is a player survey. Share the show, everybody. This was a player survey. Yeah. It's a player survey. And half the players worried about travel. Then I look at some of the travel schedules and they're not that bad. So is it that the women just want to try fly charter because the NBA does? I might be wrong, but I would think more money. Half of them said travel. But I looked at the travel rate this year. It wasn't as bad. He said, I can't see how they keep the league around when they cut these women from teams so easy. The expectation seems a lot more demanding on everyone, staff included. What you mean? They have to cut. They cut you because they don't have a 12 spots on the team. $18 of the people said, see, I spoke to some of NBA girls indeed, and they were talking about travel. Oh, so your answer went off. Okay, all right. Travel. Why they worry about travel and not money? Them players fly on private jets because it's a difference in basketball related income. So their owners can afford them. But the same owners own most of these teams. So it makes you wonder why they. And I think if they keep on, squeaky wheel gonna get the what else? The squeaky wheel get the what? The attention. If they keep on talking about it, he said the security issue, a homophobic guy approached Brittany Griner. That's just one incident, man. That's just one incident. That's one incident. Then but two players said that. I'm talking about the 18 damn players. 50% of them said travel. 50%, Sonya. It's unique. I thought I just thought it would be different. I thought it'd be different. I saw history last night, but I got some. I'm gonna get it because I'm here in basketball. I got some, y'all, for my young hoopers out there. To my young hoopers. This is why I say you need to go to places like Triple Threat 360 Academy and learn how to play basketball first before you out here try to be on somebody's summer team and all that kind of stuff, and just out here rehearsing the same old mistakes for 6 years, and then you wind up being a senior and a jump and wonder why don't nobody else want me to play no more past high school. I got some. I wanted to just show y'all something, and I saw this. That's why I always talk about the footwork. Share the show, everybody. Let's share the show right quick. Just watch this. I just want you to watch this. Did you see the footwork? I'm going to show it again so you can know what I'm talking about. All young hoopers, work on your footwork, man. That's what freed him. Didn't no crossover free him. Didn't no crossover free him. Watch the feet.
Now.
I have this saying, introduce yourself to your feet. Every day I can give a young player, I love this game. Introduce yourself to your feet. Your feet can get you past people quicker than you can try to. Yeah. And see, that's why y'all be wanting me to come to these games, but when I see this stuff, y'all, I have to point it out now. I ain't mad at you, but I gave it Triple Threat 360 Academy. It's coming soon. You need to be headed out there. First thing you walk in there and say, man, coach, introduce me to my feet. Introduce me. Tell me what my feet's supposed to be doing in this game. Because your feet is the one that gets you free. The feet will set you free. All right? Okay. I thought y'all might like that. Some of y'all, but my son, no, you don't. No, you don't. I'm watching. I'm watching him, Herb. See, I don't know what everybody else be coming to the game to watch, right? Everybody, some people come video, come in. But y'all, listen. I come and watch and see their footwork. Because that's why I can come on the show and emphatically say they ain't been working on these things. Traveling and doing all this crazy stuff, shuffling and all over the place. Carrying and double dribbling and all of this stuff. Introduce yourself to the fundamental game of the game. Soccer is a great sport to start your top. Introduce yourself to your feet. Absolutely. But soccer is a very different game from basketball. It's good to know your feet with soccer, but basketball is a game where you use your feet to get in position. Oh my goodness. Herb, I'm gonna put that on the screen, Herb. So Herb, me and Herb ain't talking about this now. Yo, that's what I'm seeing. When I watched this video last night, I said, God, wow. That dude was taller than Luka. The dude made Luka pick up the dribble. And Luka said, 1, 2, 1, 2, off the glass. Relecable made me turn the channel. Rebecca Lobo made you turn the channel. Then you don't like basketball. Because that's one of the best basketball players I've ever seen. And she made you turn the... King Sticks, I got something for you. Just hold yourself right there. I got something. Y'all know I got something. Paul, Dennis Moody, I got some, boy. You gonna love this. I know you gonna use it. I got some. But y'all, I saw something last night, and it was Women Rock Wednesday last night, and I wasn't here with y'all. But did y'all see? Y'all check this out. I got to share this with y'all. Did y'all see? We saw what I saw Wednesday evening in Lincoln, Nebraska, shattered an all-time global sporting record. Let me tell y'all something. What I saw. Nebraska's volleyball team breaks the world record for the largest crowd ever at a women's sporting event. 92,003. Hold on. I'm not the. When you think about the great changes in the world of sports, the Winter Classic in hockey has been fantastic. The Field of Dreams games for baseball give people the chills. It really gave me the chills. This is something to the sport of volleyball that I feel like it's going up. This is a new landmark for the sport. Y'all got to realize, Nebraska volleyball, 90,000 people to watch a volleyball game. Yo, hold up, let me show you. Let me show you. Half of them couldn't see the damn ball. Watch this. Hold up, where my girls at? I know I put this. Watch this. Look at the crowd.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Did y'all see that? Then here goes some of the action. Share the show, everybody. Watch some of the action.
To 2 decades plus of John Cook. Several national championships later, and Nebraska's closing in on a world record-breaking night sweep.
Nebraska getting some juice to them, not holding back even though they are up. Allie Batenhorst, beautiful swing. That middle blocker held with the other middle as that was a perfect pass situation, and Batenhorst exploits that hole in the block.
Man, they got a freshman named Jackson. Woo! Man, I ain't gonna lie. I like volleyball. I ain't gonna lie. College volleyball. See, younger volleyball, they don't. Now, let me tell you something. Money Mike's little sister, they say she one of the best volleyball players in the country. She going to A&M. Mackenzie Collins, Mike's twin sister. Michael Collins' twin sister. She left Shadow Creek and went over to Episcopal. Man, they said, I can't wait. I told them, hey, don't be I know when Mike playing, I want to go watch Mackenzie play. I want to see her now. Yeah, Nebraska's women's volleyball is no joke. You're absolutely right. They got a storied history. But UT volleyball is a beast, but they ain't had no 90,000. Ain't no people in Texas. Ain't no 90,000 people. Get 90,000 people in that stadium like y'all did there. Eric Boone daughter is not no joke. See, Eric Boone daughter in Chicago, she is a monster. And this is, man, I thought about this. I said, I got to share that with y'all. I don't know if y'all, a lot of people haven't seen it, but I wanted to share with y'all. Let me see what else I got. I got so much stuff, y'all. Hold up. I got to go. I saw this. I'm gonna be going back and forth, so y'all got to follow with me. I saw this here too. Watch this. Maybe I'll let you hear it first. I thought this was unique. Share the show, y'all. Let me see. I know I put it in here. Y'all see? I can't see. Hold on. Let me look it up. It might be older. Hold up, y'all. Oh, there it is. Check this out.
I've been debating to ask you this, but I have to ask you this. I categorize it as human versus business when it comes to the NBA, right? A guy scores, I don't know, 17 points a game, but he has vices.
Right.
You know, he might, party, he might gamble, he might.
Yep, everybody's got something.
Everyone has something. Obviously, this information gets to you because obviously you own the team. Does that factor in how much you give someone?
Yes, 100%. 100%. Because it's a team. I mean, no lie, I've traded guys because they smoke too much. Teams get their own culture. If you got some young dudes on there that are just figuring out, smoke some, but don't know what the team culture is, right? Or the NBA culture is. And you got one dude that's just, you walk down the hall in the hotel and he's on that floor and there's no doubt about it. And then all of a sudden these other kids start picking up on it. And that's kind of, you see them coming out of their room. You see them, a little bit red-eyed coming to practice all of a sudden. You don't want them going down that road. I mean, everybody smokes, right? It's not about that. But there's smoking, there's how powerful the shit you're doing is, and then there's how much you do. If you get past that level where you got to look at the bigger picture, right? That's just not the culture.
I've been debating to ask you this, but I have to.
Did y'all hear that? When it comes to the NBA, everybody has vices. Does that factor in how much money you give someone? Mark Cuban, he was an owner, said 100% it does because it's a team. No lie. I've traded guys because they smoke too much. Ain't nobody coming. Well, share the show, please, so I can get somebody else on here to talk to me today. Anybody want to call in today? Anybody want to talk to me today? Let me know and I'll go get in my device. Anybody got anything pressing? Because I got so much stuff today. But you don't want to talk about that? Westfield Volleyball has a sophomore that's a monster. Nakia Nana. Oh my God. I'm going to just call her Nikki. That's too much right there, Doc. Nakia Nana. Shout out to Nakia. It's normally common knowledge who smokes on college and NBA. It ain't about being common knowledge. We just said it's common knowledge. The owner knows it's common knowledge. Nikki Anna. Okay. All right. Thank you, baby. Nikki Anna. Oh my God. But did you see how switch it up like that then? Nikki Anna? Who in the hell? No, I'm gonna leave it alone. Mark, we know it's normal, but that man, my thing is that man telling me he'll trade your ass. Some of these dudes smoke a lot and some can't perform in practice without tuning up. These players think the owners don't care. The smoking can lose your money. Yeah, they think. They just letting them do it. They let them do it. They don't get, because the players wanted that, and the players gave up something to get that. Yeah, hold up. The players gave up something in the collective bargaining agreement. I don't know exactly what it was. I got to go look at it. In their negotiation. We want to smoke. You can take some of that money. You can take this. You can let us smoke this damn weed. He said he traded some sorry smokers. But it's still smokers. They still see Kevin Khabib. I'd like to say, just me, if you made it on that 440 man roster, I'm safe to say you're not sorry. I don't know what wrong with y'all. No, they didn't give up no 10%. Hell no, they ain't did that for that week. They ain't gave up that. They ain't gave up. They ain't gave up that. No. Because it ain't just TV money. It's called basketball related income. It's just the TV money added with some. It's called basketball BRI. So let me. But good shot, son. But a big fella. Let me tell you something. Somebody said he traded the sorry smokers. Let me tell y'all something. And I got to tell you, I'm going to tell you one more time. Evidently, you haven't been around closely and watching NBA players in no other setting but watching them on TV. Ain't nobody sorry. They might not be better than Kevin Durant. They might not be better than this. But you don't want no parts of, what's my boy that didn't get off the bench that's been with all the teams? Ish Smith, Kevin Keegan. He didn't get off the bench during the finals. Kevin, he can come in his pro-am, summer pro-am, and hit 50 every time he walk in the gym on anybody in there. Ish Smith, and he done been on more teams than anybody in the league. He go team per year. He gonna been been on all 30 teams. So sorry. Sorry. I just can't say they sorry. I can't say they sorry. You got to watch what you say when you talk about NBA players. That's all. Words mean a lot, Kevin. You know, words start wars, words start fights, words start divorces. The wrong words start anything. So I just want to educate you because I hear people tell me, man, he's sorry. I know some people had never heard of Tari Eason. He stepped out of the car, went in the pro-am and gave them guys 45. And y'all don't even know who he is. That's how good this league is. He said cannabis is used for pain management as well. It's not always. Thank you, Herb. Thank you. I've just never heard none of the people that I know smoke, and not one of them told me, man, I'm doing this to manage my pain. That's just me. Maybe I don't know enough dudes, but I ain't never, not one dude, and I know a million smokers. Not one of them ever told me, hey man, I'm doing this to curb it. Paul Miranda, why your stuff is empty? Every time you put a comment, it's empty. What's wrong? What's wrong with you? Your leverage is based on your production. Absolutely. He said them dudes will peel your wig back to white meat. Even the guys on two. I'm telling you, them dudes good, man. I got it now, Paul. You good. You back up, Paul. You got good. But Patrick Punt, I'm just telling you. But that's a good, but I wanted y'all to hear that. Y'all, that was an owner saying, dude, yeah, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you. So just in case you didn't know, don't say Robert Hallett it. Well, Chop tell me everything else. Man, I'm just so glad to have my boy Sloan back on there. I see his name up there. Now the company line for it is anxiety. All right, let's see where I'm gonna go from here, y'all. I got so many places I want to go. Let's just pivot. Let's pivot a little bit, right? Let's go to. Cause I went there. I want to go back over here because I want to talk about NFL and HBCU. I want to shout out the Prairie View University wide receiver, guy who played last year. I guess he played last year in this same game that's going to come on this Saturday. His name is, man, these people with these damn names. Kadaro Hodge. And man, these mamas ought to be shaming themselves. Has made the Atlanta Hawks 53-man roster. 53-man roster. Should have been like somebody was something. Then there's this white guy going to the NFL from a HBCU, University of Pine Bluff. their punter named Jamie Gillen has made the New York Giants 53-man roster. So you can make it to the NFL from HBCU. Congratulations to James Houston, who makes the 53-man roster of the Lions. He was on the, I think he was back and forth last year on the, see y'all, I'm getting old. The practice squad. Let me keep going. Now, I'm talking about Atlanta Falcons. I'm sorry, y'all. Come on. I'm sorry. You're right. Thank you, Paul. The Atlanta Falcons. I still want to say Hawks. I'm thinking about Trey Young right now. That's why, because he did some stuff. I will talk about later. But James Houston, who played at Jackson State, one of the kids that Dion vouched for, said, man, he's a dog, and graduates the former Florida A&M Rattler. He made the Dallas Cowboys, too bad, 53-man roster, po baby. Marquise Bell. Then congratulations to Emmanuel Wilson, former Fort Valley State University running back. He made the 53-man roster for the Green Bay Packers. Let's see. Then who was that? The Carolina Panthers claimed Claudine Shirless off waivers. The Panthers claimed the former Alcorn State linebacker Claudine Cherius off waivers. He was picked up by the Panthers after being waived by the New York Jets. He signed with the Jets after going undrafted and stuck around to the final cut. Oh man, these dudes here against all odds. These dudes making it. I'm going. Let's see. That's unique, man. Y'all got to understand that 50. Y'all, they have 90 guys in the camp, man, and can't keep a 53. And they ain't got no G League. They don't have no overseas. You know, you can go to Canada, something like that. I think Braylon Addison is one of our former kids who played with me, played on my teams all through my son's adolescence years. He was playing in Canadian League. And let's see. And then I saw something this weekend I wanted to share with y'all. The national televised MEAC and SWAC Challenge drew nearly 1 million viewers on ABC. This big, dog. Think about this, y'all. The annual, challenge, which featured teams that recently played for the HBCU National Championship, was the second most watched game during week 0 of college football season. Per Sports Media Watch, Jackson State's 35-7 win over South Carolina State, drew an average of 922,000 viewers and a 0.57 TV rating on ABC. Check this out now. Only Notre Dame versus Navy, who played on NBC early in the day, received a higher rating. For comparisons, last year's Alabama State Howard game, televised on ESPN, drew 485,000 viewers and had a 0.26 TV rating. People, Jackson State, even without Deion Sanders, is a big, big draw. Big draw. It's awesome. Yeah, they got the XFL. You're right. I meant to call them out. I just they ain't right yet. The XFL is some. Yeah, they got some work to do. He said that Jackson State game yesterday was crazy. It wasn't yesterday. It was on Saturday. They just keep playing it over and over. It's hard to make those NFL rosters for sure. I definitely agree. I don't care if you agree with me or not. How Fort Valley State is a D2 HB. That's real impressive, man. If you can play, you can play. Let's see. Congratulations to all of them guys, man. He said Atlanta Hawks. I'm going back. He said they are all dealing with some type of pain. Okay, but many chose to medicate themselves with cannabis as opposed to taking prescribed med. Yeah, but I just said I haven't. I heard many probably do it. I just ain't met none yet. Heard. That's all. I haven't met ain't nobody. All the people I know that smoke weed. Not one time have they told me, man, I smoke this weed because I want to. Hold up, what did Herb say? Let me put it up there. Hey, Seal, how you doing, baby? He said, that they're dealing with something. Nobody told me, Robert, I'm dealing with pain, man. And I choose to medicate myself with cannabis as opposed to taking these prescribed pills, their medication. Ain't nobody ever told me that. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, and I'm gonna ask them again because you just helped me. Thank you, Herb. But I'm gonna ask them again. But I got to ask y'all something again. Now. I got some. Y'all know I can't let this go by. Let me go here first, then I go there. Let me go here, and then I go here. Okay? Cause y'all got some stuff for you now. I just don't know how to give it to you yet. Okay? I'm working on something. But I tell y'all what. Let me let y'all talk to my partners first. Y'all hold on. Don't go nowhere. I want you to check this out. I'm coming right back. Chop Shop. Be back in a second. Y'all know what? Everybody can't say they got a winemaker and a wine company owner that they friend and they hang. Everybody can't say that. The Boom Boom Room, Chop Shop, we can say that. But guess what? We also have a restaurant and cigar bar owner in our midst. Y'all, we really got it going on. And we don't even know how going on we got it. Watch this.
For your palate, we have fancy cognacs, bourbons, and tequilas. So there's cigars that go with every drink.
His job of being an aficionado is equivalent to being a sommelier, a wine expert. And so a lot of people come over here and they order food from next door, which is we're a Cajun Creole restaurant, and he'll match up a stick with it. We're just providing a place for people to come and socialize in a rich environment. And we're in a growing area, and we think it's time for this area to have something like this.
Cleopatra's. See, the ones who ain't been there yet, y'all ain't gonna understand it until you go. See, Sonya, Eric Harrison, who else has been on there? Mate Cora, Eric Boone, Robert Young. They can tell you, they say, wow, unbelievable. And guess what? I think the night, Thursday? I think it's latest night. $5 martinis tonight. See, I'm remembering this stuff. But y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. What I like about it. Steak night was last night. You get a 16-ounce ribeye, fried baked potato, asparagus, cooked to perfection, a glass of wine, and a cigar for $45. How they say, hold up. I need to drop the mic on that one. Hold up, watch it, hold up. Y'all, see, they ain't let me find my cursor. Because they know I'm about to drop the mic. That's what I'm doing. And then, on that same night, you go, order your steak. Just mention, say, the Chop Shop sent me. And they gonna bring you out an order of the Mardi Gras shrimp. They call them the Chop Shop shrimp now. At no charge. Complimentary. Until I don't know about y'all, but how many restaurants do that? Somebody find it. Don't put it on the screen right now. Just email me and tell me what other restaurant does that in the world. And I'm talking about them big shrimp. I ain't talking about that little bitty shrimp y'all be getting somewhere else. I'm talking about prawns. The Chop Shop shrimp. See, y'all got it easy. Maybe y'all just, people just do that for y'all all the time, everywhere. Y'all so spoiled. I see you walk in the restaurant, you walk in, and they do that for y'all. Ain't nothing to talk to a guy who always go out and meet people. Nothing like this. And then it's I want to share with y'all too. It's nothing like this either. Tommy Amaker. Their locker room is set to bear. The Harvard I know Tommy Amaker. My son played in the league for 4 years. Played in the Ivy League for 4 years. So I got a chance to see Tommy Amaker, 2 times a year. And then I see him sometime at a Final Four. Remarkable young man, because I always wanted my son to go to Harvard, and that's what my plan was for him, and was to go to Harvard. So early in his career, I made provisions when he got where he wanted to choose his college. Guess what? We can go wherever we want to, and so he, Tommy Amaker, had a point guard, and he was frank with me. He said, I like this kid. And I said, okay. And we talked. I said, okay. And with Princeton, then Brown, then who was Princeton, Brown? What's the other one? Princeton, Brown, and Dartmouth. They came along. I wasn't going there. And Cornell happened to have 3. The head coach was African American, and the associate head coach was a black man also. And I fell in love with those guys, and I groomed my son to understand if we find a situation. See, I groomed him. I didn't tell him where to go. I told him a long time ago, if we find a situation like this, we have to go and look and take it. And so it was easy for him to choose Cornell over Columbia and the rest of them people. Yeah, I forgot about Columbia over the rest of them teams. But Coach Tommy Amaker would be the first black college in Harvard history and in the Ivy League to inspire such a naming gift. So some rich white person gave him a gift. They're going to name the locker room after he retires, after him. And that has never happened in the Ivy League. I'm going to give you some of the press clippings. I'm going to give you some of the article. Harvard Athletic is pleased to announce the future renaming of the men's basketball locker room in honor of current head coach Tommy Amaker. The first of its kind Harvard honor is made possible by the generous donation of the Schultzer family as part of the recent Lavetti's Pavilion renovation. They're going beautiful arena. I guess they're going to renovate the arena, one of the most historic arenas in the Ivy League. And this guy, Bill Schutzer, he was, I think he was a 1969 grad, and he an MBA grad, both from Harvard in 72, but 79 undergrad, 72 grad school, and his wife, Faye, expressed great pleasure in honoring Coach Tommy Amaker and his unparalleled tenure with the Harvard's men's basketball program. This the guy who I thought that Mike Krzyzewski would have given his job to, him or Johnny Dawkins, because Johnny Dawkins the one put Mike Krzyzewski on that map. But Mike Krzyzewski, that's why I don't like him. He had these two great candidates, and he chose John Shire over both of those guys. And so I just wanted to share that with y'all. Tommy America, great guy. It's it's just unique, man. It's just unique being a chance. If you ever have a chance to talk to him, if you ever see him at a Final Four, one of the most remarkable young men. He Duke grad, went off to Harvard, and they either win, but Harvard also got one of the longest tenured coach in the Ivy League is at Yale, and that's James Jones, another remarkable man. I mean, I would have loved I didn't know him that much then, but when I found out about him, we'd already made our decision, and he was a great man. I wouldn't have mind playing for him, my son playing for him either. So it's just when you position in positions like that, when you choose, you got first of all you got to have a plan, and I tell plans all the time, yeah, have a plan. What do you think? What do you think? And if you don't know, because see, if you don't know your plan, somebody else will have a plan for you and your son. So try to find out a plan. If you don't know, you got Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. I'll put you with the right people. And because I know it's a lot of this stuff y'all just don't know. You follow me? And this it's a unique situation, just knowing where you like in the 6th grade, you should say, wait a minute. This dude kind of this, my kid drive. Then you groom him to where you know you want him to go. Where you go look at his gifts and talent. If he's a great piano player, let him play the piano. If he's a great trumpet player, let him play whatever he is. Watch his gifts. And your job as a parent, just sit there and cultivate and help and make sure he fulfill the gifts that God has given him. And that's what my advice would be for y'all. It ain't gonna be basketball for everybody. I promise you. It ain't. It might be golf. It might be tennis. It might be a plethora of sports. It might be bowling. He said, so Rob, what are you taking me? Is this answer in the backpack? So Rob, what are you taking the answer for my back pain? I can't get that one. I can't get that. But I want to switch. I want to just share that with y'all. Parents, don't let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep saying this, parent, over and over again. If you don't have a plan for your son, somebody else. If you wake up at 9 a.m. and you don't have a vision or you don't have a plan, guess what? You're going to be working somebody else's vision, somebody else's plan. So all I want you to do is get you a plan. That's all. Get your plan. Get your plan. Start somewhere. So, he good at that. Oh, she's good at that. Well, she's good at this and that. Oh, this and that. And then you just get to cultivate and keep the talking heads out. They got some talented young freshmen now. All you talented young freshmen, everybody gonna be coming at y'all with all this old crap. Just keep getting better. Keep getting better. Keep getting better. The video, they're gonna try to use a video guy gonna want to have all the exclusive videos to you. You gonna get some people. You gonna get some new friends that you ain't never got before. Little Peyton Jones, little old Elijah Garrett. I can imagine what's going on in these people in their parents' life. I just thank God. I hope they have their parents said, "Look, man, hey, it's my son, man. I don't care what program. Houston Hoops, the Loops, the Dupes, the Groups, any. None of them people control you and your son, man. And guess what? They can't do nothing. Now, let me tell you something. Somebody did tell me. He said, Robert, he said, I'm trying to see how he said it. The guy should have wrote it down. He said, everybody might can't help me. It's a college coach. Everybody might can't help me. get a player, but they can help kill me to the player. I thought about that. It's on that line. Everybody might can't help me get a player, but they can kill me from getting a player. In other words, I got to be cool with everybody. I got to be cool with everybody. Because everybody might be able to get me no player, but if somebody said the wrong thing, it can stop me from getting the player. Because it's a whole lot of that out there. And I don't know if we'll ever get that out of our system. You know, we got some people probably right here on this feed right now that said something about somebody's kid that is not in their influence because they don't work them out. They're not around. I bet you it's been said already this morning. I just know it. And that's why it's a delight, man, to meet people like Maurice Taylor, man. I just never heard him talk negative about somebody else or somebody else's player. I can't say that about everybody. I'm stopping at that one name. I just ain't. And him, when he and my around him, he talking positive about all the kids. Talking about Houston. Now he might do it to somebody else. All I can go by is how he do it to me. How hard is it, y'all? How hard is it to just not say nothing bad about somebody? See, I don't care. I like people talking about me. I said, boy, I told a dude something so slick today. I don't think he still got it. I don't even think he got it yet. I told him something so slick. I said, he was quick enough, but he wasn't slick enough. But I told him something real slick. But I need y'all to help me with this, and then I'm gonna go to a conversation that I really want to share with y'all. You know what? I'm gonna wait on that one because I think I'm just gonna gloss over it because I got to get these young guys to understand. Okay. Yeah, okay. Because I was about to go out. I was about to go out because I was looking at the time, but I got to go here. NFL. Eli Apple, football player whose mama used to just be on Twitter. Just look up Eli Apple's mama. Oh my God. She Twitter queen. But he got a baby mama, they say, allegedly, who is offering to pay the fine of anyone that injures him on the field. She said, go for the knees. Check this out. David, Garrett, let them keep being crabs in the barrel. Guess what? That's all right. Guess what? Let them be crabs in the barrel because we not in the barrel. David, that's how you beat the crabs in the barrel, David. I just came up with that. I just did it. We ain't in the barrel. We on the boat. We on the yacht. We ain't in the barrel. Let them be in the barrel. We out on the yacht. Hey, you'll get there by the time you get home. But let me get back to this. She said, go for his knees or maybe the hammy, his hamstring. She also has kids by Josh Jacobs and Geno Smith. To all you dudes out there, you backdoor dudes, you know who y'all. Share the show. You know, always trying to backdoor people. Always covered their neighbors what their neighbor have. your neighbor get a new car. I got to have one. Your neighbor got this, his yard cut right. I want to. I got to have my yard cut like this. My neighbor, my. You're always looking at what your neighbor wants. Always looking at what your neighbor's got. You want. The girl got a baby by 2 football players, man. What makes you want to go up in this and mess with this girl like that? Well, they said that hell have no fury like a woman's scorn. Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher situation. I'm going to leave that one alone because I saw that situation. First of all, they were never friends. They were just teammates. For Derek Fisher. Heard put Derek Fisher. Right? Kind of close to the situation. So, Matt Vaughn divorced his wife. Left her, cheated on her, beat her, and everything. You put your hand on them girls, ain't no telling what they might do. But you mad at Derek Fisher. So Derek Fisher, I'm going to tell y'all something. I was at the golf tournament, at the Accenture golf tournament in Lake Tahoe. That girl is one of the most beautiful and the most nicest woman that I've ever met in my entire life. I got a chance to, ride with her and her parents on the bus, because they shuttle us around. We the guests of the athlete. I can see why that's his wife now. This wasn't no girl he just hidden. That is his wife now. So I asked myself, damn, what if that was his soulmate? So I was mad at Derek at first until I found out. It's easy for us. Like it's easy for me to talk about this because I don't know the particulars. But I know you got a baby by Josh Jacobs. Ain't married to him. Got a baby by Gino, your Instagram girl. And you got a baby by both of these dudes. Right? And like I said, they said that half had no fury like a woman's scorn. And it makes sense. Breakups always suck, ladies and gentlemen. Because at one point in time, you thought that person was the most important person in the world to you. I just said this the other day. And then all of a sudden, one day, it all goes to crap. I ain't gonna curse today. You went from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. That catastrophic crash is bound to come with some ensuing chaos. Now, most of the time, the biggest fear after a breakup is that you never know what they're going to air out to the rest of the world. Most people have to worry about their exes running off and saying that they were terrible in bed. Most people have to worry about their exes running off telling everybody that you have a tiny pecker. But it turns out that professional athletes have an entirely different situation. They have to be worried about their scoring lover turning to social media, Zion Williams, to ask opposing players to hurt you. That is what Eli Apple is currently dealing with. What the comment said? Ain't nobody said nothing. Let me talk to Tanya, because Tanya had a long. Tanya said, "Thank you for saying this. This guy who was trying to get some little time with me had 3 boys who all play sports. He asked me about my son and if he was in the sports. I told him no, he wasn't a sports kid, but a creative kid, and was into creating videos and acting. I also told him he was involved in the local organization that offered acting camps, etc. The ninja told me he's a boy. He need to be playing sports. I asked him if he played sports growing up, and he said he did. I was like, okay. I told him I would call him back. Never did. I ran into him much later and asked him. He asked me why I never called him back. He said, I told him I never tell a parent what and who their kid should do. Absolutely. Jack. Yeah, Jack. I like that, Tanya. Tanya, you made my day. I love that. Tanya, I had to go back and get that. And we talking about Eli Apple right now, but I had to go back and get that one. I thought that I want to put that on my score. But y'all see what I'm saying? Let me finish. Let me finish this. But Tanya, I had to put that up there, baby. I mean, watch this, y'all. I'd much rather the world think I'm a dog dude in bed than have to go through 9 months of rehab. She trying to get this boy hurt, man. Go ahead and air out the entire dirty laundry list before sending my ACL to the shadow realm. If you see Eli Apple drop an easy interception this year, at least you can blame it on the fact that he doesn't want somebody meathead tighty and dive into his knees. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. And I want to share with y'all something too. I got a new respect for Ryan Clark. Tell you why. This is what happened recently. And I meant to talk about it, but I haven't had a chance to talk about it. Y'all got to watch this. Ryan Clark was on inside, I think, not inside, in NFL Today. Not NFL Today. One of them NFL shows. And he was talking about Tua and talking about he looked a little fat around the behind, around the legs, looking like a girl, he just looked fat. And he kidded about it, and Tua Tagovailoa did not like it. And this what he said. Y'all watch this. Unlike that dude, Stephen A. Smith. Watch this.
I mean, I think we all worked hard throughout the offseason. And I'm not someone to talk about myself the entire time, but I mean, it takes a lot. You think I wanted to build all this muscle? Like, nah, to some extent, like I wanted to, I wanted to be a little lighter. There's a mixture of things that people don't understand, that people don't know about, that are talked about, that go behind the scenes. So, I'd appreciate if you kept my name out your mouth. That's what I'd say.
And he did say, we're proud Samoan people. And, people saying something, man, I ain't no punk. That's what he was telling them. What I love about this boy, Ryan Clark, he didn't waste no time. He didn't double down, unlike Stephen A. Smith running his mouth about Lonzo Ball, talking about I shared that with y'all one time, talking about Lonzo Ball, talking about he know the doctor, and everybody know the HIPAA laws. He gonna get the doctor ass in trouble if he talk to the doctor about his. I mean, Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, but watch Ryan Clark. This how you supposed to do it, sir.
Yesterday, Tua Tagovailoa had to answer questions about something I said on Monday, something that I truly just felt like was a joke to me. That I've realized as the week has gone on, if this man has to answer questions about it, if so many Miami Dolphins fans are offended by it, then people ain't taking it as a joke. So let me be very clear. If I've offended you, Tua, if I've hurt you, if I've disrespected you, if anybody that supports and loves you feels some sort of way because of what I said, I truly apologize. I had two priorities when I started this job. Number one, respect the players and the executives and the coaches that make this game run. Number two, it was earn the respect of those very same people, and more importantly, keep it. Anything contrary to that, then I gotta check myself. Now, don't get me wrong, my ego was involved. When Tua was asked about how he felt about these comments, and he said, keep my name out your mouth, yeah, my first thought is, or what? Or he says he's scrappy, I think to myself, man, I fed my family on violence. I ain't tripping on that. But that's the pride that doesn't enable me to see what this dude's going through. The constant criticisms, the constant scrutiny, constantly being questioned, feeling the stress of always having to prove yourself, just to show people you can be available. And then you work throughout the entire offseason, which I talked to his trainer and said that man was in there 3 times a day to build himself up to be healthy. And you got to hear a comment like this. So I get it. I get it because I do want to respect Tua Tagovailoa. I get it because I want his respect too. So to the Miami Dolphins, to head coach Mike McDaniel, who I have a ton of respect for, but most of all, to Tua Tagovailoa and his family, I deeply apologize. I've reached out. I hope to talk to you soon, brother. But just know, I wasn't questioning the way you work. I wasn't questioning how much it mattered to you. It was what I can consider now a bad joke. But for me, it's been a lesson. I'll be better. Thank you.
Summer basketball, we need some more people like that. I'm proud to say, inside the NFL, I watched this on HBO for years. Now it's going to move over to the CW. Ryan Clark is going to be the host. He's going to take JB's place. He's going to be along with who? I think he's going to be a Channing Crowder going to be on there with him, Jay Cutler, Chad Johnson, Chris Long as analysts. And I like how they got these guys on here because neither one of these guys going to be calling a game. Like I think Phil Simms and Boomer Esiason, they couldn't pick one or the other of each game because they were calling the games. So these guys here the show can be a lot more continuous like that, man. Let me tell you something. I'm proud of that dude right there, man. That dude there, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That my yeses be yeses and my no's be no. The other day, a friend of mine called me, first time she ever watched the show, and she was talking about on Tuesday. I was talking about. She said, "Robert, you called the man Ron DeSatan." I was talking about what happened in Jacksonville, Florida, and how Ron DeSantis stoked the flame of the stuff that's going on down in Florida. But I wanted to finish this here, and I want us to know we better get ready because this is not going to stop anytime soon. Okay? All I love my folks. I want y'all to understand all this crazy stuff that's going on. These racial, racist motivated things that's going on. Had another dude that came to a church, and the church was just too crowded. They wouldn't let him in. And but he had planned in his manifesto. He had planned on doing something in that church if he had gotten there early. So we got to be vigilant, y'all. Everybody, keep your eyes open when you in public spaces. Okay, we are at the end of Reconstruction, and for those of you who are not familiar with Reconstruction, let me help you out. And if you're not, you really need to get ready. For those of you who are familiar with Reconstruction, you know that it ended violently. Well, my history people, the first version of integration in this country ended violently because the white supremacists, like this killer, were not willing to see black people advance. I've got to hear this. I'm not apologizing for this. Y'all need to hear this. And I believe that anytime there is an advancement of black people, it's taking something away. They feel it's taking something away from them, right? And in a way, I guess it is. In a way, I think it is. A lot of time people say, well, Robert, we're not trying to be equitable. We just trying to be equitable. We're not trying to take anything from anybody else. We just want to share. But actually, we are taking things from them. What we are taking is their ability to hoard resources. We are taking things. We're going to take your ability to just declare that you should get the best access to mortgages, that you should get the best access to banks, that you should get the best access to jobs, the best access to health care, that you should get the best access to education. You should get access to all the things simply because you're white. Run to Satan. Yes, we taking that. You're going to have to get some things up. You got to get some things up. And they don't like that. And we have seen in this country before that before what happens when white people are not able to freely appreciate and enjoy all of the resources and all of the things. Rosewood, Greenwood, Black Wall Street. And we have seen in this country. And that quote that says, when you are used to privilege, equality feels like oppression. I'll repeat that. There's a quote out. When you are used to privilege, equality feels like oppression. We coming for your privilege. And we're not stopping this time. You better get ready. Y'all thought I was being hyperbolic for the past few months when I was talking about this. It's not being hyperbolic. It's not being extreme. This is what it is. And for those of you who know history, y'all who don't know, y'all who don't might want to pay attention because it's about to get ugly. And I suggest we get ready. And I heard some people talking crazy. I ain't talking about going out there. Listen to me. I want you to hear me good. I want you to hear me good. I want you to hear me good. I want us to have a conversation about the nature of what's happening now. Don't just sit here and listen to me. I want to hold a conversation. A lot of times, I will say something, a quick fact, a quick recitation of history. We will wow each other with the awfulness of what is happening in this country. I told you about Adam Clayton Powell. Wow, I told you about all of this. But I want to dialogue a little bit about the evolving nature of what we are seeing. I don't want to assume we are all on the same page. I can tell we ain't on the same page. I'm looking at your comments. That we all had the same bit of knowledge. Y'all, listen to me. The Democrats have a lot of work to do. Because people, listen to me. I'm seeing it on my Facebook pages. Some of the people I know. People are skipping over the racism. They are skipping over what has happened. And they are engaging in a space where misinformation and disinformation are driving their political decisions. See, if you don't know who you are and where you come from, Paul, I'll answer that. They're trying to erase. If you don't know where you are, you're not connected to nothing. You're just out there. They don't want the connection. They don't want Paul Miranda and Robert Hatter, Chop Shop, and Paul and Sloan and Jimmy and all of these guys. They don't want us. They don't like community. They want to keep us divided. So if you, Paul Miranda put this on here right in the middle of my speech. So if you don't know your history, then you're not connected to nothing. You think your history started where? On the slave ship coming over. No, that ain't what. If you think your history started on the slave ship, guess what? Anything looked like progress. But when you were a king and a queen over there before, and you look at the way you are now, you saying, what the hell? I've been bamboozled. I've been run amok. I've been I've been hoodwinked. Let me get back to it. Great question, though, Paul. Great question. But like I said, the Democrat, I got to repeat this. The Democrats have a lot of work to do because we got people, some people on this feed, who are skipping over racism. I don't care. I don't care if he's a racist. I don't care if Donald Trump's a racist. They are skipping over what has happened. What is happening now? And they are engaging in a space where misinformation and disinformation are driving their political decisions. I don't want to ever assume that we are all on the same page. Y'all know I know y'all ain't on the same page with me. I already know. I'm just trying. I told y'all I'm in a helicopter and I'm trying to get y'all coming in a helicopter with me. I can see all the streets. You watching right there, down there, and all you can see is where your present circumstance. You can see your street. I'm trying to get you in a helicopter so you can see the moves, the chess moves ahead of time. That's all I'm trying to do. And I think it's an unsafe assumption for me to believe that we're all on the same page. And I also don't want to ever assume that we all come with the same facts and the same information. I got my opinion. That's the way I feel. I want today to unpack a little bit about what's happening. just want to unpack this. I had this yesterday for you, but I got to give it to you today. And I got, 21 minutes to get out. 21 minutes to get out. Listen to me. Florida has the 8th highest amounts of hate crime activity. The state of Florida. People, Robert, how you know that, Robert? Where did this information come from, Robert? What's up, Alfio? How do I know? There was a report put out by the ADL, American Defamation League. It's a report that comes out early this year that looks at the record high numbers of reported hate crimes incidents in America in 2021. That is the year for which we had the most recent amount of data. And it is based on the report that we understand how it is that Florida has the highest amount of hate crime activity. Florida is just one of many states. We're seeing this escalation. People talking about we have to arm ourselves and protect ourselves. That's what people were calling me talking about the other day. And I was reminded that the guards of the supermarket in Buffalo, they were armed. And both of them got the damn head blew off. Listen to me. In this book, The Art of War, reminds us that we don't go on the battlefields that the enemy has prepared for us. That's why I always read. I'm finna come in your neighborhood and fight you. I'm not finna fight you on where you want me to fight you at. No. The art of war, I don't fight in the battlefield that the enemy has prepared for me. Y'all get that one on the way home. So I want us to think beyond that effort. Keep that in your mind now. But I want us to think beyond it. What's happening in Florida and is happening around, what's happening in Florida and is happening around us is taking up a lot of room. Okay? And don't forget, giving you this, I'll see you at TSU game this weekend. But check this out. The largest human being just walked into Leggett School of Sports Science. 7'1" PJ did it again. Shout out to PJ Kuzar out there. But hold on. So let's talk about how we're gonna keep those kids safe. We're gonna watch them play basketball. How we gonna keep them safe? Watch this. Watch this. Y'all watch this. Watch this. It's taking up a lot of air in the room. Saying that we as a black community should arm ourselves is important. But suggesting that arming ourselves is going to be sufficient to push back against this particular enemy that might be your next door neighbor, it makes almost as much sense as the Second Amendment activists saying that they need to arm themselves to protect themselves from the government overreach. The idea of arming ourselves alone, not to suggest that in a nation where arms are treasured and valued, not to suggest that this is not a thing and that it shouldn't happen. But if this is our solution, because y'all don't realize, people been calling me, man, we got to get our gun. I'm talking to them. this is a battle we've already lost. So I want us to go beyond. I want us to dig deep within ourselves, within our hearts, within our spirit. I want us to look at the gifts, the skills, the talents that we have. I want us to look at the amazing things we've produced on this planet that no one else can do. I want us to look at the awesomeness that we are to find additional solutions. Because that one, everybody just getting some guns. We'll keep it. We ain't gonna strike it off the list. It should definitely be a part of the conversation now. Get me wrong. But if that's the whole conversation, it makes as much sense as like I said, those Second Amendment enthusiasts that say they going to their garage. I got a garage full of weapons. So they can come when the government come, and the government got a tank. Let's move beyond this visceral conversation, which is important to have. Listen, it's important to have this conversation. That's why I'm having it with you. I want us to be a little more nimble, a little more multifaceted. And the beautiful thing about it, y'all, we can be. When you have as many facts and figures as I do in my head, on the way integration 1.0, Reconstruction ended, because I've read it and I've read. It's really important to get rooted and tap into a sense of joy right now, y'all. Especially when you're dealing with heavy topics like this. That's why I'm going to leave y'all with this, because life be lifing. I know everything ain't going right for everybody on this feed. I ain't crazy. Everything, I know I be on this show thinking, no. Every one of us have challenges. Life be lifing. I know that ain't a word, y'all, but I'm sorry. Life be lifing. Every day, it does matter how you emotionally position yourself. That's why I love going to play golf. I got 2 golf partners that I love to play with. They think I just like them. No. I got peace when I'm out there with them. Got peace. Both of them just want to keep getting better. Most of the time I'm playing with somebody, they trying to outdo me and outbe me and hurt themselves, because I know I know who I am. Spending 2 or 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours out there. I want to be around somebody I want to be around. So I want every day, it does matter that you position yourself, emotionally position yourself. It does matter the level of care that you have given to your internal environment. I know y'all be cranky on here sometimes. And like I told y'all, I got somebody that watched the show that tweets me and that texts me and tell me who to mess with. Y'all think it's me. Rob, I'm just messing with. No, Rob, you ain't that. You are important, but I ain't just picking on you. I got people watching your comments. Attack that one. Alfio just sent greetings from the beautiful campus of Legacy School of Sports Sciences. They told me to take a look at that. They said, talk about that. Alfio, the largest human being, just walked in the Legacy School of Sports. PJ did it again. They told me to talk about that. Paul Miranda, they always want me to say whatever you say. I told them to leave Paul Miranda alone. That's my dude. See, they don't know y'all. But let me get back to this. So I encourage you to engage in your practices, especially in this week, whatever that make you center after you've seen these black people get just killed just for just being at the Dollar General store. Engage in your rituals, whatever you do. Those of you that are prayer warriors, I hope you have been going into your prayer closets and using your prayer shawls or whatever you use to go into the prayer warrior mode. I pray that you have been doing that. My meditators, my meditation people out there, I'm sending you thoughts of encouragement, and I am hopeful that and intended that your meditations have been able to root you in a space where you have internal peace. For those of you who chant, I pray that your tones you use to chant and the vibrations that you use and the frequency and the notes in which you're chanting, I pray that you are creating such an internal harmony for you that you are able to thrive in what's going on. And those of you who are my nature lovers, I pray that the sky has just opened and poured out some sunshine or some rain, whichever one you want, whichever one you personally need. I pray that the birds chirp for you just, and the wind blow the trees just for you, so you can see their majesty and a feel sense of connectivity, you nature people. And for those of you agnostics and atheists, I got something for y'all too. I know some of y'all on here. I hope that you control your nervous system as well is cared for, that you are drinking a lot of water and at least breathing in a lot of fresh air as you can, so that your internal environment that you insist that do not exist is as healthy as possible, so that your emotions can always be as healthy as possible. Y'all, there is something that I heard after what happened over the last weekend. This touched me when I heard it, and I got to share it with y'all. I got to share it with y'all. See, y'all understand, I'm blessed to know people all over the world. I got people in Florida. I told you I got a son in New York. My daughter lives in LA. And my grandson will be here tomorrow. Thank you, Jesus. Oh! Boy, I might bring him to the football game with me. Let him get some HBCU up in him. Don't be bringing your little old grandsons and your little old nieces around. No, I mean your little nieces. Don't be bringing them around. He gonna be focused. He gonna be focused. But this is what I want to share with y'all before we get out of here. Because let me tell you something. So proud to be able to be a part of this TSU game. Like I haven't been, just a few years ago, I was a spectator. Now, I have a vested interest. I want these people to win. Hold up, y'all. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. This new one kind of hit. This new one kind of hit different, y'all. I'm gonna put it on that finger. This new one just kind of hit different. It's so what they say, it's so saucy. But when I heard this, I thought about y'all. And I said, man, I got to share with my people. I got to get back on that show. This was for Women Rock Wednesday. But Fattest Moody, I hope you're there. Tanya, I want you to take this with you. Everybody. It was a message to Black people. Okay? We took a hit as a community last weekend. I know it feels exhausting, as it should, because we have always deserved better. I want you to pay extra attention to your thoughts your words, and your actions today. Y'all see how cool I was today? This why. I'm going to repeat that. I want you to pay extra attention to your thoughts and your words and your actions today. It may be harder to be around those who don't look like you today, this week, and this month. Might be hard. It may be harder to smile today. After you. Might be harder to smile. It may be harder to engage for some today. That's okay. Slow down today. Count your breaths to remind yourself that you are here today. Collective consciousness and community is so important to Black people because we had each other before the outside world even deigned to see us as human. Maybe I got to repeat that one. Because we had each other before the outside world even deigned to see us as human. However, you are feeling in this moment. However, I want you to be okay with it. Whether it's joy, rage, anger, sadness, frustration, I want us to recognize that there are no bad emotions. There are no bad emotions. Our emotions are indications that what is happening around us. These guys be telling women, don't be so emotional. Well, quit doing all that crazy ass stuff to her. Women, same thing to the men too. Don't be doing nothing crazy to us. Like I said, our emotions are indicators of what is happening around us. All of our emotions are designed to tell us something. They're designed to indicate something. They are designed to give us insight and information. So however you may be feeling, however you have been navigating this moment of uncertainty, learning about what happened over the weekend obviously helped to create greater senses of uncertainty. But at the end of the day, we have the ability to recognize and sit in our emotions, to allow ourselves to experience these emotions, to gain insight from these emotions, and then determine how we want to move forward. Not the easiest to do at work. It's not that easy. But it is work that can be done. Should be and absolutely must be done. Be easy with yourself this week and this weekend. Be easy with your family. Depression shows up in a lot of us as irritability. If you find yourself extra snappy and irritable today, recognize that that might be coming from a space of depression, and it's okay. Be mindful of the words. Be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of your actions. Intended as best as you can to center the most positive emotions and thoughts that you possibly can. Before you engage, before you respond, and definitely before you especially before you go to work. That's why I wanted to get this to y'all early in the week. Shout out to the people who heard this too late. It's all right. I was just thinking about something. This dude, Ron DeSantis, I call him Ron DeSatan, Ron the Nazi. Ladies and gentlemen, on this campaign when he ran, y'all got to hear this. I just heard this yesterday. When he was running, his motto is, you better vote for me. Don't monkey this up. What's up, Wesley Yates? Did y'all hear what I just said? When Ron DeSantis was running for governor, his motto was, better vote for me. Don't monkey this up. Don't vote for nobody who gonna help them monkeys. And I didn't tell y'all that to wow y'all. I'm telling y'all this stuff is serious, man. And I ain't gonna tell you, I've had this on my heart for days, but I missed yesterday. Meant to talk to y'all about this on Monday, Tuesday, but you know how things. But be careful this weekend, Labor Day weekend. It's a great weekend. Wear your white, because it's supposed to be the last day you can wear white, but they're lie. Shit, it's hot as hell around here. You can wear white year round around here. Hate somebody tell me when I can wear whatever I want to wear. I don't wear white that much, though, where it can get dirty. But they're going to have Solomon and Brian on Labor Day week, on that Saturday at the, he's going to have a wine tasting at Cleopatra's, all white party. That's going to be off the chain. And if you go out there, just remember to say, Chop Shop. You get free shrimp. Get you a free order shrimp. TSU is going to play against Prairie View. I think it'll be a good idea to get, if the game is downtown, you can get out and get away from all the hustle and bustle and go out to Cleopatra, enjoy yourself and chill. Get a driver if you're drinking. Get a driver, get an Uber. Because I want you to be back here safe. On Labor Day is Monday, right? So we probably be back on Tuesday. Okay? So, man, I really, 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 this day, just being around the TSU staff yesterday, the AD, the president, man, it's just, and shout out to Prairie View also. And I want to share a couple of videos with y'all before I go. I wanted to share with y'all. I ain't gonna get out of here. I know. Let's see. What we got? Watch the cheerleaders from back in the day at VC. What's that? Virginia. I don't know if it was Virginia. Some college up there in Virginia. Check this out. Young girls need to go back and find some of that than all that damn twerking. They need to go back and find some. They need to go back and find some of that. What else I had for y'all? Hold up. Oh, did y'all hear about this? The bottle wars? Watch this. They in the club pouring the liquor out instead of drinking it now. New York versus Baltimore. They in Houston. I guess New York and Baltimore came in. What the hell?
Oh my God.
Why do they do this? Because the housekeeper got to clean that up. Why they throwing the liquor out, man? Yo, these folks opposite. Then the girl gonna grab her one. So I'm not gonna let them dudes outdo me. Y'all see that? I got to turn this one down, y'all. But this for Prairie View right here. This for the big.
My name is Ben Stewart. I'm from G County.
I had to turn it down because I didn't want to get the copyright thing. This what they doing. That's what they doing. That's for my PV fans. Don't think that's for y'all right there, man. That's for y'all right there. Y'all doing it. I had to turn it down because I don't want that music. Y'all can guess what the music is. He getting it in. He getting it in. Hold up. I got something else for y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Where else I got? You know what? I'll say this next week. Next week. I got two good ones for next week. But shout out, see y'all. I hope to see y'all somewhere this weekend. But y'all be safe out there, man. And I get to see hang with my family this weekend. And I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Okay? All right. We out. Let me find my button.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.